Best bites forever.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Chef Alicia, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make pickled red onions. I'm going to start off by putting 1 cup of apple cider vinegar into a bowl. The one that I'm using is raw and unfiltered, so that's why it's kind of cloudy. The next thing that I'm going to add is 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons of sugar, and I'm using an organic sugar today, but that's up to you. I also have a tablespoon of kosher salt and 1/4 teaspoon of ground coriander. I'm going to put all of this in here, and I just want to whisk it together until everything is dissolved. Once I'm happy with this, I'm going to set this over to the side, and I'm going to chop up my red onion. So for this, if you are not like super skilled at chopping things fine, you may want to go ahead and use a mandolin, because you're going to want really, really thin slices. So if you happen to have a mandolin, now is a great time to bust it out. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy peeled, and then of course we just want to chop this into super thin slices. So basically as thin as you can get them. Like I said, you can use a mandolin for this if you're not really good at chopping it thin, but this is as thin as I'm going for here. And I actually decided to do this recipe because another channel had left a comment on my pickled jalapenos video, and he was asking if you could pickle any kind of peppers. So my answer to that is yes, absolutely, you can pickle any kind of peppers with this recipe, with that recipe, and you can actually also pickle onions or pretty much anything that you want, just by adjusting the ratios or the type of vinegar. So for example, if you wanted to, you could even pickle some ginger, you know, and just substitute the apple cider vinegar with a rice wine vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead and finish chopping this, and then I'm going to add it into my jar. Once you get your jar all stuffed with your red onions like so, you're ready to add your vinegar mixture, and depending on how big your jar is, you may or may not actually need all of this liquid. I've made this a couple of times, and this usually comes out just right up to the top. Absolutely perfect. Once you have your liquid added into your onions, you're just going to let them sit at room temperature for an hour, and then they are good to go. You may want to kind of poke these little guys down in there, you know, just so they're getting exposed to the liquid as well. These will stay good in your fridge for up to 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, so you can definitely make these ahead of time. If you're not subscribed already, now's a good time, and hit that like button. I'll see y'all in the next video.
bestbitesforever.com